Greetings, how are you, distinguished noble?
Well, I wanted to ask you about the Blue Nile tea that you just recently put on the market.
Yes. Well, what are your questions?
My questions are, what is the benefit of this tea, this tonic?
Well, the Blue Nile formula is a balanced formula. What we did is, of course, we have various different herbs for different purposes. We can basically cure anything fungal, viral, bacterial. However, what we wanted to do was compile some herbs that you can use on a daily basis, and it would take care of a number of different things for the body. What the Blue Nile does, essentially, it helps to regulate high blood pressure, diabetes. It's a gentle cleansing. It deals with weight loss. You know, it moves stagnant. Yes, absolutely. It moves stagnant energy. And it moves anything that's stagnant, so it actually gives you energy, builds up that chi energy. It gives you stamina. It helps folks that have anemia, and it's also good for hair and skin. So it deals with a host of things, and you can take it daily. It's balanced. You can't burn yourself out. It was specifically designed for that.
Wonderful. So many things that it's doing. I find that obesity, and we have a lot of different epidemics that affect our communities and our people. So what brought you to making this tonic? What inspired you?
Well, I am Amexem-Moor-Empire, Minister for the Interior, and I have to promote, it's my duty, my job duty and obligation to promote businesses and folks, opening businesses within the empire. And the best way to lead is to lead by example. So, like I said, foreign jurisdiction, other folks, they have their things that they use, and to make the transition easier, we want to have things for our folks to use on a daily basis. So, I asked the Minister for Health and Fire Therapy to come with a formula, a daily formula that folks could use on a daily basis, because other folks have roots tonic and such and such tonics that they use. But since we had this host of this large amount of herbs, I figured it would be a good idea to come with something, put the herbs together, just so I don't know, it's just a beautiful thing.
How many herbs are in this tonic? Because a lot of times you see these Rootsman tonics has 25 different herbs in them that sometimes we're not so accustomed to. So how many herbs are in this?
There's actually 12 herbs in there.
12?
12 herbs, yes. It's not overpowering. And of course, it is sweetened with agave, which is a natural sweetener. Folks with diabetes can use it, and they have nothing to worry about, basically. It's low on the glycemic scale. So anybody with any sugar issues, any hypertension issues, have nothing to worry about.
And what has the feedback been from people that have used this herbal tonic?
Oh, marvelous. I'm actually surprised because, like I said, the tonic is listed here what the tonic is actually good for, and I've actually had feedback that there's nothing here that says pain relief.
Yeah,
and
do you testify on it as well?
Oh, I do testify on it, but I didn't want it to come from me originally, because when I drank,
because you have beautiful skin. I mean, your skin's glowing, so I figure it must be the tonic.
Thank you. Well, it probably is. More than likely it is, because I've been drinking it every day. Actually, I don't go without drinking my Blue Nile every day, either in the morning or at night, or sometimes both. But getting back to the testimonials, when I first drank Blue Nile, it was a slight energy, like I felt like young again. Now I'm not old, but I felt young again. But I said I don't want to go out there and just start promoting it, because folks are gonna say, yeah, you're pushing your own product or whatever it is. So I kept quiet, and I waited for other folks to get back to me on what their experiences were, and they had folks that that had problems with their feet. Pain in their feet.
Like gout?
No, pain. Some kind of pain. There was an elder with pain. If you travel on the subway too long, when he gets off, his foot would be hurting. He took one bottle.
Arthritis?
One bottle. Maybe a form of arthritis, or maybe it was an old injury. He took one bottle, 116-ounce bottle. He had it in early afternoon, and in the evening he said he didn't have any pain. Now there was another brother that had shoulder pain, and he actually purchased a gallon, and he shares it with his mate. She has, I can't remember what kind of pain she had, but both of them said that their pain went away, and we weren't pushing this product as a pain reliever, and that's one of the surprising things. So I'm very.
That's a great benefit.
Yes, and you know, folks have testified about stamina, you know, the extra energy, you know, and it is for men and women. So,
how about children?
Well, for children under 6 years, we recommend about a tablespoon a day.
Tablespoon?
Yes.
And for an adult?
For adults, you can actually, it's balanced, so you can't burn yourself out. You can drink half in the morning, half at night, or you can consume the whole thing if you so desire.
All right.
Yes.
This sounds really great. Blue Nile.
Blue Nile.
Taking us back down the Blue Nile.
Absolutely.
So how much does this go for?
Well,
One bottle.
Well, this would probably be about a 1/4 ounce of silver. This would probably be about a quarter. This would be a 1/4 ounce of silver, which would probably be equivalent to about 4 US, so to say.
All right. And is there any 800 number or any contact information we can reach to get in touch with Blue Nile distributors?
Yes. There is a 212 number, but if you want to contact us by email.
Is it right on the label?
Not well. This bottle here is actually the last of the old labels. So the new labels that are coming out actually have the 212 number. But again, the email address is iwoherbs herbs@gmail.com.
And have you ever used this for a fast?
I haven't, but you know what I do realize is that when I do take it, I'm not hungry right away. For some reason, the herbs, you know, they settle my stomach and I feel filled. So it is possible for it to be used as a fast because there's a lot of nutrients in there that the body needs.
From all these other tonics, what can we say? What herb is in there that stands out from these other tonics? Are you dealing personally with just Chinese herbs? Are you dealing with herbs from back in so-called West Indies? What is making this tonic stand out?
Well,
because it doesn't have 50 herbs in it, so we're just dealing with 12.
Well, what makes this herb stand out? And let me say before that the herbs, whether it's from you know, so-called China or you know, so-called Guyana, wherever it is, you know, they go by different names, but they're all the same herbs. But what makes this herb stand out is actually the expertise of our health minister that make this formula balanced, and that's what makes everything stand out. So there's not one specific herb that's actually standing out. We have chrysanthemum flower, we have hawthorn berry, prunella, trichosanthes, horny goatweed, poria, polygonum. There's several herbs in here, but they're all balanced, and they're. I'm not a health minister, but he balanced it.
But you are the creator of this.
No, I
tonic.
I actually asked the health minister to put the tonic together. I came up with the idea, and the health minister did his part. You know, so it's basically like a partnership.
Now, are you a man that has a sweet tooth?
I have to say no. I don't have a sweet tooth.
You don't have a sweet tooth.
No.
But did you ever take tonics and herbs when you were younger?
Oh, all the time. The bitter stuff, the rusty nail stuff.
The rusty nail stuff. So this rusty nail stuff, any of this is familiar to you? Did you even incite any of your herbs from your past into this tonic?
There's a lot of herbs from my past in this tonic. However, I don't taste the rusty nail because we were considerate. We're considering those that that have that sensitive palate. So like I said before, it is sweetened with agave, slightly sweetened with agave. But you can taste the agave, and it offsets the herbal taste but you still get that hint of herb, so you know you're getting the real stuff.
All right. Well, I'd like to thank you for your time.
Absolutely, thank you. So,